You know, society is forcing success down our throat, comparative success down our throat. You know, I don't know if the Bible says it, but it's somewhere it says in the last days we'll become lovers of ourselves.
It's in the Bible.
The number one photograph now is a
selfie. Yeah.
So we all want to be followed. We all want to lead, I should say, and we're willing to do anything. Young ladies and young men, anything to be influential.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, the universal stems from the specific. Where's your soul? Where's your heart? Where does it start? Do you want credit for it, or do you want to see the other person do well? It's the most selfish thing I've done in my life is give, because of the joy that I get from it. I think it's more important to make headway in our own house. By the time the system comes into play, the damage is done. They're not locking up 7-year-olds.
Yeah.
You know, I was in Chicago a couple of 3-4 weeks ago, and we saw these little kids on bikes with masks on the side of their head, like 5 or 6 of them. And the driver said, yeah, they're little yummies. I said, who? He said, little yummies. Look up, Google Lil Yummy. Lil Yummy was an 11-year-old murderer.
Wow.
And you look at his picture, you'll see the headshot of him, and he's like this. And he got murdered at 11 by a 14-year-old.
Wow.
Who's doing life now, and a 16-year-old.
That makes no sense.
You blame the system? Where was his father?
Yeah.
It starts in the house. It starts in the home. And yeah, well, my father got locked up. Well, where was his father?
Yeah.
What my mother said to me was, Denzel, you do a lot of good, but you must do good the right way. She said, and you know what I'm talking about. Can't buy your way in. Can't love your way in. You gotta serve. I blame no one. I look in the mirror. On the other side of it, what an opportunity we have, because tomorrow's the first day of the rest of our lives. So what an opportunity we have to practice what he preached. Well,
the pleasure he's given us.
I've been nominated 5 times. I've won twice. And I think that speaks to, I guess, how people feel about my work. You know, I take pride in what I do. Like I said, I work very hard. I've been recognized for it over and over again in many ways by the public and by the Academy. And, that's all I do. I don't put too much on, I'm not really out there listening to what everybody's saying and what the issues are. I believe the universal stems from the specific, and my job is to do the best I can as an actor. That's what I do. That's what I concern myself with. How people respond to that, that's on them. I can't walk around asking everybody how they feel about what I'm doing. I won't get anything done that way. College, first starting out as an actor, they asked each one of us what we wanted to do. I said, I want to be the best actor in the world. All the students in the classroom looked at me like I was a nut. Life has taught me to just try and be the best that I can be. And I thank the Academy for. Pain is passed down from father to son and son to son. A lot of pain in Troy's life is a result of the pain and the damage from his father that he then visits on his son. We have to, as black men, be mindful of that. Sometimes it's unfair, and sometimes we take it out on those we love. And I'm guilty of that frustration that we all have. But we have a responsibility and a duty to be fathers, not to just make babies, but to be real fathers. And you can't expect any good to come to you if you don't visit any good on your son or your daughter. So be a man.
There's been a lot of buzz about this fake news. You were the subject of a fake news story.
Oh yeah, what'd they say? I was running for president? No, I voted. No, what'd they say?
You switched your support.
I switched,
from
yeah.
What do you make of all the fake news and it affects
If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you do read it, you're misinformed.
So what do you do?
That's a great question. What is the long-term effect of too much information? One of the effects is the need to be first, not even to be true anymore. So what a responsibility you all have to tell the truth, not just to be first, but to tell the truth. We live in a society now where it's just first. Who cares? Get it out there. We don't care who it hurts. We don't care who we destroy. We don't care if it's true. Just say it, sell it. Anything you practice, you'll get good at, including BS.
You told me last time.
Okay. But you heard me? Does that make sense?
I hear it.
Never give up. Without commitment, you'll never start. But more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish. It's not easy. If it was easy, there'd be no Kerry Washington. If it was easy, there'd be no Taraji Henson, P. Henson. If it were easy, there'd be no Octavia Spencer. But not only that, if it were easy, there'd be no Viola Davis. If it were easy, there'd be no Michael T. Williamson, no Stephen McKinley Henderson, no Russell Hornsby. If it were easy, there'd be no Denzel Washington. So keep working, keep striving, never give up, fall down 7 times, get up 8. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. So keep moving, keep growing, keep learning. See you at work.
All right, what up, YouTube? It's a nice in here, back with another video. This video is going to be about the masculinity of Denzel Washington. This is my second video in this series. I'm going to be talking about how he showcases like his masculinity through his personality, who he is, and like just do his demeanor and stuff like that. Like I said, so let's get into it. It's also gonna be like a short video too. Denzel Washington, like I said, everybody know who Denzel Washington is. He's very much so like one of the best black actors, but also just a actor, period. Like I said, he's well versed in like the arts, like I said. Very much so. Also, he also a good director, award-winning actor and a director as well. He was in training that he's in a lot of things. Like I said, I'm fairly young. So like I said, I know who's in like Antoine Fisher, American Gangster, Fences, those type of movies. I was never really, like I said, he was always like an older dude. So like I said, I never really gravitated toward like watching him like when I was younger, or just seeing him in movies and like recognizing him. He's also in Philadelphia as well. I know he's in other movies, like I said, but the other ones aren't really hit him on the top of my brain. But I know that he's a very like manly man in a way. He's very like well-groomed, well-spoken. I know he went to college for the arts. He's upright, like he's intelligent, he's very much so a hardworking man. Like you probably see him in your family, like one of the elders in the family, or you can probably just see like a hardworking individual, around the neighborhood. Like I said, he gets up, he don't blame anybody. He get up, handle his business, and go about the rest of his day. And I think in many interviews, like I've seen him, like he's always speaking about black people and like the black family and just black culture. And like I said, I love to see it because that's what needs to be spoken about, especially like in times during these. Like I said, I really admire Denzel Washington a lot. Like I said, he got a lot of qualities that I know that I would want, like as a grown man. Like I said, I'm only 20, and I still have a lot of life to live and a lot of wisdom. Like I said, and of course, in the beginning of this video, y'all gonna see like some of the wise words he stated and talked about, and he's very inspiring. Like I said, his story is very inspiring. Him and his family are very inspiring. His wife and his son. His son is another actor, but yeah, it's like he's a true hardworking person. And like I said, I really relate to that on a deeper level, is that at the end of the day, hard work is needed. There's no shortcuts in life, and his life wasn't even getting to becoming the top actor was not a shortcut. Like I said, earlier in his career, he was going through a lot of ups and downs, even with his relationship. His relationship, it's a video that he talks about how his wife he was the first person that she paid on the first date and stuff like that. And people now be complaining about paying on the first date, but back then, like I said, back then he was really just all over the place. Not all over the place as in just crazy or something, but just just like anybody else, just trying to find their way and figure out what they want to do with their life, And it makes some people catch their stride, and like I said, the rest is history. But hard work, that's one thing that he always preaches about, is never becoming complacent about where you may be placing, or complacent about anywhere you may be at this current moment, but always keep working hard no matter what's going on. I think, like I said, he have been like snubbed like plenty of awards, and like I said, he telling himself, it's like he'll tell like anybody like himself that, yo, like I mean, like who cares, you know? Like I said, he still gets up every day and try his best and do his best, and I think a lot of people miss that quality about themselves. It's something that even in myself that I try to every day I try to get better at, because like I said, it's easy to blame somebody. It's easy to be like, oh, somebody's being unfair, and it's like, I mean, if they being unfair, so be it. I mean, it's their mistake, and it's their, like I said, ultimately it's their fault. But don't ever feel like, you should always feel like you don't deserve nothing, or like I said, it's out of your power to do anything, especially for yourself. Like I said, I think he preached a lot about self-control and self-responsibility and honesty and integrity, and it's very beautiful to see. And it's honestly inspiring to me, like to the core of me, and I appreciate it for it. So yeah, like I said, if you like the video, like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, peace out.